Good luck, everybody. And like I said, I'm going to hopefully do a select hobby break tomorrow, but it depends on when it arrives. It was supposed to be here today. It didn't get here, so we'll see. All right, good luck, everybody. I do show all the base, but I don't spend much time on it. Josh Hines Allen on the National Pride. We got Marvin Harrison Jr., Mosaic Notoriety. We like that, Bull. This wouldn't be a bad break to see a micro mosaic either, would it? I wouldn't mind seeing a case hit out of a blaster today. That would be just fine with me. Leofow for the Cowboys. Brandon Ayuk on the Elevate. And Michael Hall Jr. for Cleveland on the green. Oh, you know what? There was one person I forgot to invite, and I just remembered, so let me get him. There we go. Now we're good. Now we should be good. All right. Bradshaw on the Hall of Fame. That's weird he's up front. We got Darius Robinson for Arizona. Chop Robinson on the Mosaic. Stephon Diggs on the Notoriety. And a Kid Reporter. Hey, what's up, Gibby? Yes, I hope you have a great weekend, my friend. This was one of the fastest filling breaks I've had in a while. Drake May on the debut. There you go, B-Wax. And a Cortland Sutton on the green. Going to Mr. Shaft. Going to Mr. Shaft. Yeah, hopefully we get to see all of those QBs today. We got Amon-Ra on the National Pride. Ben Sinnott. Buckner on the Mosaic for Indy. And Tyreek Hill on the Touchdown Masters. All right, come on, last pack. We got a little Brock Bowers action on the debut. Right with that, Raiders. And a little Rome Odunze with a Trayvon Walker for Carter King. All right, not too shabby. I guess we'll do Prism next, huh? We'll just go right across. Empty box. Mr. Goff. Carson Steele for KC. And Olave for the Saints on the disco. I do love the discos. What's up, Kay? Welcome in. Cooper Kupp on the silver. We like that, Rams. And Keenan Allen on the Prism break for the Bears. Yeah, those orange discos are really nice. Little J.J. McCarthy action for the Vikings and a Jalen Wright disco for the Dolphins. Slippery packs. All right, we got Barry Sanders. There you go, Lion Hunter. Little disco action on the Barry. We approve. We approve. No such thing as a bad Barry. That's right. That's our boy. Definitely approve. Carlson for the Raiders on the disco. And Estime going to Mr. Shaft on the disco. Trying to think, is he with Dallas? I don't think he's with Denver now. I think he's with another team. All right, let's see. Optic. We'll do 25 Optic, then we'll go back. Give us a little variety here. All right, good luck, guys. It'd be a nice night to see a downtown, wouldn't it? We got Jadon Blue for Dallas. Hidden Potential Travis Hunter for the Jags. Sammy and BTJ. Saints. I knew he was on another team. I just couldn't think of which one. For some reason, I was thinking Dallas, but clearly not. We got Carter going to the Giants. Gino on the silver. Amon-Ra. We got Mertz for the Texans. Edgar and James on the silver going to Indy. Elway and Schultz. Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins. We got Olu. I don't say his name very good. For the Titans on the shock. With Christian Kirk and Lambjack. Yeah, that name gets me every time. We got Nolan for Arizona. Sampson on the shock for the Browns. Two silvers. Sometimes you get lucky. There's a Tyler Warren for Indy. We like. Knight Jr. for the Bengals on the shock. T-Law and the Suggs. No downtown this time. But we're going to try one more time. How about you do some good luck for us there, Sombrero Cat. One thing I have learned is it only takes one card to change your fortune. You just gotta hold on. We got Quinyon Mitchell on the silver going to Philly. Sweat for the Titans. Edwards on the shot going to Pittsburgh, and Jackson for the Titans. We got Godwin, Lil Jordan, Myles Garrett on the lighted up for Cleveland, and a Braylon Allen on the free for the Jets. I do like the lighted up. Insert is nice. All right, but we need a case hit. Come on, case hit. Amari Cooper for Cleveland on the silver this time. Jalen Wright for the Dolphins. We got Geno, Chase Brown. You know what? Mike Pratt came in here for a minute. I figured he might get us. Latham for the Titans, and he did. Michael Pratt. They pratted us. I know, Lion Hunter. I know. Mike Pratt. He was in here for a second. He's probably still lurking and laughing. He's laughing at us. We got Jaden Hicks on the shot going to KC. And Primo's boy, Theo Johnson for the Giants. It's always the danger of 2024 product. Michael Pratt lurks. All right, Zenith. Good luck, guys. It's been a while since we opened a Zenith, so. Empty box. Come on, Zenith. Be good to us. Be good to us, Zenith. Amon-Ra behind the numbers starting us off. Lion Hunter, we approve. That is not numbered. Behind that, we have Chalk Talk with Herbie going to the Chargers. Dallas Turner, 7 out of 50 for the Vikings. And Chuck Foreman for the Vikings. Look at that patch. 147 out of 199. Wow, old school for the Vikings. And a veteran behind that. Richard Sherman for Seattle. How about that? That's pretty sweet right there. That one is 3 out of 24 for the Seahawks. And a Jonah Ellis behind that. Wow, who had Seattle today? Public Enemy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Richard Sherman. Very nice. And the Vikings going to Peyton. Chuck Foreman chilling out there. 2 old school veterans. Usually they give you 1 rookie, but not this time. What's up, Unbreakable? All right, that means Mosaic No Huddle needs to save some people, and it definitely can. All right. All right, Sombrero Cat. Make it a good one. We need something good in here. Something real nice. Good luck, everybody. Empty box. Again, hopefully I will be on tomorrow with Select Hobby. Fingers crossed the shipment will get here fairly early in the day. If it doesn't, it'll be Tuesday night. We're starting off with Quinn Ewers going to the Dolphins. Wester for Baltimore. Cole Kmet on the disco for the Bears. And some base. We got Mason Taylor for the Jets. I don't know what that is coming up here. Something's coming up. We got Trey Tucker for the Raiders. That one is 65 out of 99. And carbon copy. We'll have to do this at the end. It is Indy and the Chargers. So we will handle this one at the end of the break, guys. Our old boy Jack for the Raiders. And I think base. So yeah, we'll take care of that one at the end. Hammond Is Hammond, Indiana? I know of a Hammond, Indiana. We got Stewart for the Bengals. Banks for the Saints. Trevor Etienne on the disco. That's a nice little hit there. Carolina, we approve. We approve. And plenty of base. All right, Cam Ward for the Titans. Jimmy Horn Jr. for Carolina. Davis on the disco. 12 out of 20. Going to the Saints. Saints doing some work. Abdul Carter for the Giants. And some base. Hello, Bucky. Torrey Horton for Seattle. Saquon on the silver going to the Eagles. Cole Kmet again on the disco. Cole Kmet, 2 in 1 box. And more happy base. All right, we should have an auto coming up here somewhere. All right, we got Tyler Warren for Indy. Tyler for the Saints. Old boy Jack for the Raiders. That is 1 out of 50. First on print. Raiders. Tyler again for Indy. Getting all the Tylers. All of them. Yeah, the Raiders Seahawk. Seahawk. All right, we got ourselves Woody Marks for Houston. Spurrier on the silver. Going to the 49ers. We got Sweat on the Moments in Time disco for Tennessee. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. And some more happy little base. Oh, is that gold? It looks like we got gold. It sure looks like gold. We got Thornton for the Raiders again. Nico on the Montage disco for Houston. And Mertz going to Houston. 10 out of 10 gold. There you go. I think that's Savannah. I got to check the spreadsheet. There's our Travion Henderson chilling in there for New England. Gold Mertz. All right, we got Kyle Williams for New England, Graham for Cleveland. Romeo Doubs, Green Bay has been quiet, but here they are. 29 out of 99 on the Romeo Doubs. Ah, for Sanders. There you go, Cleveland. We approve. And some more base. Oh, man. You know, I would have been a buyer on a Rourke. That would have found its way to Primo in a second. For sure. Mertz all over this break. I own this box. Tua on the silver. Fred Taylor. Old school again for the Jags on the disco. And base. Need a Falcon. We got 2 packs to go. All right. Let's see if we can find ourselves a nice Falcon. Well, hopefully they get better than that base card. I guess maybe got to be specific. We got Hawes for Buffalo. Nico on the disco for Houston. Houston is all over this. JSN on the montage disco going to Seattle. And base. Well, Houston has definitely done some work in this. Yeah, Seattle has done a little work for you. All right, last pack. Give us something good here. Give us something good. I'll do a recap after this, guys, and if you had a rough one, you know I got your back. DJ for Indy. Calvin Johnson. There you go, Lion Hunter. On the disco. Lad McConkey, Men of Mastery disco for the Chargers. Berry action. Travis Hunter for the Jags. Chilling at the end. Giants were definitely quiet. Houston bullied all the Giants cards right out of there. Let me do a quick recap here. All right, I'll get to work on this tonight, guys. And again, tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have Select Hobby. Otherwise, we'll do it Tuesday. Trevor for Carolina on the disco. Trey Tucker was out of 99 for the Raiders. Cole Kmet on the disco. We had 2 of those, actually. 7 out of 50 for Dallas Turner for the Vikings. We had Amon-Ra behind the numbers. Herbie on the Chalk Talk. Chuck Foreman going to the Vikings out of 199. And Richard Sherman, veteran ticket. That one was 3 out of 24. Myles Garrett on the lighted up. Travis Hunter, hidden potential. Estime Sanders, Jalen Wright. Olave on the discos. Brock Bowers on the debut. Drake May debut. Marvin Harrison Jr. Mosaic notoriety. We had Lad McConkey on the disco. Megatron disco. JSN montage. Nico disco. Fred Taylor for the Jags. Romeo was out of 99 for Green Bay. Nico on the montage. Mertz 10 out of 10 for Houston. Jack Beck 1 out of 50 for the Raiders. Demario Davis was 12 out of 20. And you know what? We got to take care of this. Chargers, Indy. Are you guys in here? Let me find them. Indy, Ducks, and the Chargers. Seahawk. B-Wax. He doesn't hate you, B-Wax. All right, Seahawk. All you got to do, Seahawk, is say left or right. All you got to do is say left or right. And the cards decide the fate. He says left. Chargers. That is you. So you'll be getting this disco on the carbon copy. Congrats, Hawk.